Welcome to another exercise from the workbook Statistics, this time focusing on exponential smoothing. Well, what's our exercise to tackle here? Across the month of the last year, a producer of mixers reported the following revenues in million euros. That's our data set, so 12 observations, and it's about revenues. Our real task: use the method of exponential smoothing of degree 1 and a smoothing parameter of 0.24 to smooth the revenue numbers. Well, let's go about this. Here we're going to use as initial values the original values, and then for each new period we're going to take something like a weighted average of last period's smoothed value and current value. We're going to use the parameter alpha. We have 0.24, and our results will look like this. First row, the original values, and the first initial value is just copied from the original one. That's the first part here. All the others include, first off, the original value of this period. That's the first part here, times the smoothing parameter, plus 1 minus the smoothing parameter, times the value smoothed from the period before. So it's an average of these two, weighted average of these two. In the third period, it's a weighted average of these two. So smoothing parameter times this, 1 minus the smoothing parameter times that. If we're going to do this for all the periods, we're going to see that this series actually is much smoother, has much less outliers than this series. Well, we couldn't really call them outliers because it's like 0.6 and 1.5, but all of these values, they're slightly above 1.1 and never, well, get below this 0.8. 0.84. So they are limited in a much smaller range than the original value, so they're much smoother. Well, that's already everything there is to do. So I hope you enjoyed this really short session. So I say see you and until next time.